When we return, Ana Chavez has the story of a young man who lived in 26 different foster homes and finally ran away. Now, after years on the street, he's turning his life around. A Larkin Street success story next.
MCI has a gift for
I'm a water ballerina.
FHP Take Care, your health partner for life.
It's like my second childhood.
Tonight they walk the streets of San Francisco, cold, alone, with nowhere to go. Most of them are described as runaways. They may be teenagers, but some are even as young as 9. Tonight, Ana Chavez shows you where some go for help.
At the age of 9, he was abandoned by his mother. Having never known his father, he was shuttled off to foster care.
I was the child from hell.
That year, he used drugs for the first time. In the next few years, he was sent to 26 foster homes, 18 group homes, and rounds of abuse. He ran away repeatedly. He then began to steal, and then to sell sex.
That's pretty much what the entirety of street existence is a daily struggle to get food and drugs or whatever. And just like life, you know, it's a daily struggle, only the means are more desperate. So, and people are willing to go to greater lengths to do that.
By the time he was in his teens, Wayne Davis had become one of the faceless thousands of young people who every year are counted as runaways. Then one night, 3.5 years ago, he stopped here at the door of the Larkin Street Youth Center in San Francisco.
Do you remember when you came in the first time?
That night, Wayne met a counselor, Jim Lees, who told him about a program that would provide food, clothes, shelter, health care, and an education to get off the streets.
Jim made me weary at first because he was nice. And he was caring, and he was, you know, accepting, and those things have always in my past been things that have been followed by abuse.
Every year, about 1,000 young people look for help at Larkin Street. One-on-one, the staff helps them begin the long process of recovery and getting off the streets for good. Night in, night out, the kids test and push, eventually learning they can trust again. Counseling helps them confront depressing realities.
I was really angry.
18 months after his first meeting with Jim at Larkin Street,
Wayne had taken an entire prescription bottle of an Elavil, which is a tranquilizer. And was in a coma.
I thought I was in hell. You know, I thought that I died and gone to hell.
Why was that such a turning point for you, Wayne?
Because when I was in my coma, I got a real clear. I saw some things that were dream or vision or realizations to me that I could die, and that dying was definitely an option. And that it wasn't my only one.
that was then, and this is now. Meet 23-year-old Wayne Davis, a college student. Next semester, he's attending San Francisco City College full-time with an interest in marine biology. He lives in a co-op, an independent living program for people in recovery for substance abuse. The walls of his room hold souvenirs of progress.
I've been sober for almost 2 years, and I have my GED, and I'm in school, and I work with on a couple of committees. I work with youth organizations, and I have a really busy schedule. I have a relationship I'm really proud of.
This is Newt Anderson.
She's my lover. She's somebody who in my life has been very nurturing and allowed me to be nurturing. It just knowing her has been a really beautiful experience. I love you. Bye.
Now Wayne Davis wants to live, and he has a different view of his old life, the one the rest of us call high risk.
Anybody can go out and act stupid and carry a gun and sell themselves, do whatever. But when you really want to change inside, when you have to do the footwork, when you have to take risk of being rejected, of being laughed at, of not succeeding right away, then that's the real journey. That's where the real challenge is, and those are the real risks.
Wayne represents success. He represents hope for us. He represents the best of young people and what we're all here for.
To pay for their good works, the staff at Larkin Street has to come up with some pretty creative ways of raising money. For example, on Thursday, October 6th, they're holding a comedy fundraiser at the Fillmore. For more information about the fundraiser or about Larkin Street programs, call the number on your screen. It's 415-673-0911. In San Francisco, Ana Chavez, KPIX 5 News.
On the